let's see how email works. We'll take an example of a company, say company A, which have a registered domain, say example.com. So all the email addresses will be like this. This company A have a small mail infrastructure enabled. MUA is one component of the mail infrastructure. Second component is mail server. Third component is DNS server. So coming back to mail user agent or MUA, it's commonly referred as email client. So these email clients we use on regular basis to manage our emails as end users. So the company A's users are using somewhat Microsoft Outlook or Thunderbird, depending upon the IT policy of company A. But these are email clients they use to send and compose or receive emails. And then mail server will act like a post office of email messages. And this is a server software that will be installed on the hardware. So the mail server have multiple functions like mail submission agent, MSA, mail transfer agent, MTA, mail delivery agent, MDA, mail retrieval agent. So these are the functions of mail server and many others. But what I'm going to discuss is more about MTA, mail transfer agent. The job of MTA is to route messages using SMTP protocol. SMTP is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. We'll discuss as we proceed about it. So that's a critical protocol for email flow. DNS plays a critical and vital role within the email flow. So this global company is connected over internet and plan to send email across the globe. So the mail server should be connected over internet through a public IP address. So do the DNS. One thing is very important, that the DNS is a tool that advertises the IP address of the mail server of example.com. So let me explain. So the host name of the mail server is mail.example.com. So let's say this is the host name of this machine that has email server running. This entry needs to be added in DNS as mail exchanger record, mail.example.com. So this basically helps us to advertise this IP address or host name to the rest of the world, that this is the mail server that will accept all the messages on behalf of all the users of example.com, announcing everyone, hey, send me all the mails which are relevant with example.com and I'll accept them. So that kind of a model. So that entry needs to be here. And there are many things associated with it, but I just wanted to make it simple for the audience. So the similar model will go and work for the other company, which I'm going to establish here now. It's company B. Same thing, but different domain. So we have bce-demo.com, the domain. So this is the domain for the other company, company B, which I'm setting it up now. It has also mail user agent, mail server, DNS, it's the DNS server here, mail server, and MUA, mail user agent for this company. So I'll write a host name so that we are very clear on this one. So host name for this mail server is mail.bce-demo.com. So that's the host name. And the MX entry within this company's DNS will be mail.bce-demo.com. So that's, we have an MX entry. Now this DNS is connected over internet, so is the mail server. And again, just to remind you that through this MX, we're announcing here that this is the machine that's going to accept all the messages for bce-demo.com on behalf of all the users for bce-demo.com. So this is how we set it up both companies. Now let's see how a message will flow from company A to company B. So let's take an example of Jen from company A plan to send an email to Alex at bce-demo.com. This is company B. So sender is Jan, recipient is Alex. She's composed an email using MUA, email client, and send it to the mail server. The protocol can be SMTP, port 25, or any other protocol depending upon the environment it's been set up. So once you compose the email and send it over to the mail server will accept the message. What's going to do, the mail server mail submission agent will look into the conformance of the address if it's right or wrong, and then it forward it to the MTA. So the mail transfer agent then what's going to do, the next step is we'll look into the bce-demo.com, which is the recipient's domain. Alex address, remember the Alex address is bce-demo.com. So the mail server or MTA will look into this bce-demo.com and ask the world, where is the mail server of this domain, bce-demo.com. And in technical terminology, it will query the local DNS, and it's called MX query, Mail Exchange Record Query. What is the Mail Exchange Record for bce-demo.com? That means in simple terminology, where's the mail server? What's the host name of the mail server of the bce-demo.com? If the DNS has this information in the cache, it will return back and say, hey, man, this is the mail.bce-demo.com. That's the host name, and you can contact it directly. If DNS doesn't have this information, it can go to the internet, do a recursive core query to get it from the authoritative DNS, that information. So once it gets it, and it provides this information to the mail server. So the mail server now has this host name, which is mail.bce-demo.com, or this one. This mail server of this company A knows it. So now what's going to do, it will establish an SMTP session. So it will establish an SMTP session. Let's draw it like this. It's established an SMTP session. I'll write SMTP here, SMTP session. And then deliver this message to the remote mail server or recipient's mail server, this mail server. The mail server will accept the message, the MTA will accept the message, and give it to the MDA, which is this thing, this terminology I use, mail delivery agent, which is he will be here, mail delivery agent. The mail delivery agent will forward it to the mailbox of Alex here in the mail server. So that's how the mail will reside in the mail server of company B. Once Alex activate his email client, he launches his laptop, he launches his client on the laptop, and he can retrieve the message or can look at the message on the server, depending upon what protocol the company is running, POP, IMAP, MAPI. There are many. So there are a lot of technical discussion on this, but that's not the goal of this session. It's just to give you the high level basic email flow. So there are many protocols that can be used to retrieve or view the messages on the server. So these are POP, IMAP, and MAPI. So that's how Alex will get that email. So this was the whole process, and you can replace the company B with Hotmail or Yahoo, any other company, but the whole process will be the same. You can replace this on-prem environment with cloud, will be the same. Most of the flow will be the same. So hopefully you may have the idea of an email traveling from a company's client going to the mail server, coming to the DNS asking for their information, and once the DNS provides that information, it will establish a connection, and then the mail server will talk to each other over SMTP, and the message will be delivered, and the message will be accepted, and it will be kept in the mailbox of Alex, and Alex, once launches his client, can retrieve it. That was the model. But just remember, the SMTP protocol plays a critical role in the establishing of SMTP session. But in overall process, security was not there. How do I block spam? How do I block phishing? Things like that. These questions are still there. I plan to answer these questions in the next lesson. Hopefully it was useful. I'm looking forward for the feedback. Thank you.